X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, Days of Future Past is a huge comic book story arc under the X-Men universe. And this time around, this story is a little different from the comic book arc, where they send Wolverine back instead of Kitty Pryde. And Wolverine's job is to go back in time to find Professor X and Magneto and put them together before the war even begins and save the future. Like I said before, I really love the X-Men movies. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed X-Men Days of Future Past. Because in this one, you combine the old cast with the new cast and combines it with a perfect story. And usually when you have Wolverine in a movie, it's usually focused on him. But in this movie, it's different because it's more so focused on Professor X and Magneto and seeing how their relationship started and how the relationship continued in the future. And I love the performances from Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, showing their true friendship over the years as Magneto and Professor X. And they gave every character their due part. Now, of course, it's a big cast. You have a boatload of characters. So I like that it focused on not just Wolverine and didn't make him the main focal point to save the day, but I like the fact that it was a team aspect to the movie. More focused on more characters instead of just one. And I like the way Bryan Singer blended from future and to the past. And of course, when you do with time travel, things get a little muddled with details, with everything, with certain plot aspects. But with this movie, it's pretty much clear how the time is set. And I like the fact that it explains itself, and I like the fact that you don't have to really think too much of, did this happen, did that happen. Pretty much, when it comes to this time travel aspect, it's pretty much a solid time travel movie where you don't have to guess on the details. And Bryan Singer did a good job where you don't have to worry about the little subtle details from past X-Men movies, or saying to yourself, oh, that didn't happen there, oh, so what about that? No, it's straightforward. And I gotta say, as far as the time travel movie, it did its job where it doesn't confuse you on that point. And like I said before, I like X-Men 2 as my favorite X-Men movie before this one. Because it had a lot of action, it had a lot of suspense and everything. But with this movie, this had a lot more story to it than action. And that's a little fault there. But as far as story goes, it's your best X-Men movie because it didn't deal with just action, it dealt with the characters more so. Ever since the first X-Men movie, I was looking forward to the Sentinels because Sentinels are one of the big key aspects in the X-Men universe, and I was definitely looking forward to it. And the Sentinels in this movie really delivered because in this movie they showed that they were really formidable and powerful, and they outpowered the X-Men in this movie in the future. And I like the way Bryan Singer had these Sentinels adaptable to different X-Men or different mutants. It showed that it really couldn't be stopped. And Bryan Singer knows his X-Men, and he did a good job directing this movie because it didn't, like I said before, it didn't focus on just one person, it focused on everybody as a whole, the team of X-Men. He really did a good job of doing this because it erases all the mistakes that was done in X-Men 3 and sets it on a good path for future X-Men movies and beyond. And I enjoyed every minute of it. And the only fault I can honestly say about this movie is the fact that the action is there, but it's kind of short-lived. But other than that, this movie, it's still great because it's more so team, more so X-Men, more so story. Not focused on just Wolverine as itself. And I just love the way Bryan Singer directed the future and the past and bringing everything back together to a nice blend. I gotta say, X-Men Days of Future Past is probably my favorite X-Men movie. It's probably tied on par with X-Men 2. And I gotta say, I don't know what I like more, but it's a dead heat. I can't decide which movie I like more, but that's how great X-Men Days of Future Past is. The way they ended this movie, they said it in a way where you can use the old cast and the new cast. So anything is possible. But for me, X-Men Days of Future Past gets a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. So guys, if you've seen X-Men Days of Future Past, comment below and let me know what you guys think of it. Like it better than First Class, like it better than X-Men 2, and definitely stay after the credits because fans of the X-Men universe will definitely be satisfied. So guys, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.